Folks, Kamala is the first half Indian, half black candidate. Now that she's lost, she's free to spend all the time she wants on the beach. Or at least she would be if the other half of her could swim.
That was
See,
good.
the problem is he thinks he can tell black jokes because his son does crack.
Really? In front of the actually 3 black people on stage? What the fuck, man?
Now, there's been a lot of talk, a lot of yip-yap, a lot of talk about what happened in the 2024 election. DC Improv, you're in luck, because we are about to find out. Our next roast battle. First coming to the stage, she was the Democratic nominee for president who recently climbed her way back up the coconut tree. She had a chance to be our first Punjabi president, but instead settled for becoming the first Jamaican to lose a race. I agree, that was outstanding. Thank you, sir. Y'all having fun tonight, DC? We'll keep that applause going for the former vice president, or I guess she's current vice president, Kamala Harris!
Hey guys. How's your seasonal depression going? Mine's about what you would expect. Can I just sit down?
You can have a seat, Kamala. Let's hear it for Kamala Harris. She's had a long month.
It's been a long December. There's reason to believe.
Are we doing the Counting Crows up here on stage?
Maybe this year will be better than the last. But next year will fucking suck, I can promise you.
While Kamala fills out her unemployment forms, we're going to bring up her combatant tonight. He's our current president, so feel free to stand. He can barely. Our current president and rapidly decaying Delaware dinosaur. What do Joe Biden and Hunter Biden have in common?
Cocaine.
Don't what I tell you about interrupting my jokes, man.
So sorry, Tim.
What do Joe Biden and Hunter Biden have in common?
The last name. The last name.
God damn, the show is not that interactive. Shut the fuck up! All right, I'm gonna do this again and y'all say what? Okay, all right, here we go. What do Joe Biden and Hunter Biden have in common? What? Neither will finish their sentence. Washington, D.C., please make a warm noise and welcome to your current president, Joseph R. Biden!
Hello, Seattle. Oh, it's so great to be back. Folks, I know a lot of people are mad at me because I pardoned my son, Hunter. But rest assured, when he gets home, he is so grounded. Here's my plan for punishing Hunter. Number 1, no drugs. Number 2, no hookers. And number 3, 1, 2, 3 times a lady. We
Come back to the light.
Medicare.
Back to the light, Joe.
Who are you?
Let's hear it for Joe Biden, everyone. Now, before these two square off, we've got our town hall questions. And I have a question for Kamala Harris from, maybe this is a real name or maybe it's a fictitious name, but Is that right here in the flesh? Is that your government name?
Yeah.
Fucking legend. Let's hear it for. Can I ask you to make the short walk up here and ask your question on stage?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Ooh.
One more time for everyone.
It's asking. Oh no, sorry, no, it's you.
Are you confused? That happens to me
No,
a
no.
lot.
Yes. Please share 2 nice things about Joe Biden.
Thank you for the question. This is a fantastic question, and I would love to share 2 nice things about Joe Biden. They are me and Jill. Thank you.
Now we have one question for Joe Biden from Nick. Nick, where are you? Nick with the big dick. Do you want to come up here?
You fucking asshole. Do you feel any shame or regret for believing your oversized ego that you had a chance to defeat Trump? Thanks for this fucking disaster.
Not just a big dick, he's got some balls on him too. Jesus. Woo.
Well, thank you for that question, young lady. In a word, no. Have you seen this smile? This thing cuts through red tape. I'm just gonna keep doing it until I get elected.
DC, are we ready for this roast battle of epic proportions here tonight? Elon, let's kick him off.
Round 1, fight.
Well, ladies first, Joe.
Oh, that's sexist. What
Yeah.
the kids say these days.
Yeah.
Folks, here's the deal. We all know Kamala's dad is from Jamaica. Kamala, I'd ask to see your birth certificate, but you probably used it for rolling doobies.
Would be legal by now if you had done something about it. Well, Joe, did you have a good Thanksgiving? Did it remind you of the first time your family landed on Plymouth Rock? And was that the first time you set an Indian up to fail?
I know the Pilgrims, many fine Americans. Many of my first sons were Pilgrims. We all know, folks, we all know Kamala's husband, Doug, is the first gentleman. That's what they call him. But he wasn't your first gentleman, right, Obama?
You know, Joe thinks that he's the next FDR. Which might be true because they both have trouble going up the stairs. Are we doing disability jokes or is that off? Is that off the? I mean, it's not like you're gonna vote for me now, so. Whatever.
That's right, that's on you, folks. All right. Folks, as Attorney General of California, Kamala locked up thousands of poor, disenfranchised Americans. There's no punchline, that's actually impressive. Respect.
Like that old commercial in the 80s. You all right? I learned it by watching you! You know, Pennsylvania was my best shot at becoming president. Now I'm just holding out hope for a slippery shower floor.
Folks, Kamala is the first half Indian, half black candidate. Now that she's lost, she's free to spend all the time she wants on the beach. Or at least she would be if the other half of her could swim.
You see, he thinks he can.
That was
See,
good.
the problem is he thinks he can tell black jokes because his son does crack.
Oh my God!
This went off the rails, huh?
Really, in front of the actually 3 black people on stage? What the
Yes.
fuck, man?
Let's hear it for these two. Fucking goddamn! In front of a senator, no less. Goddamn! Tulsi, are you crying?
It was a beautiful moment. I just appreciate seeing her hatred for the black men that she locked up. She's ruined more black lives than the Kardashians. I'm so
DC, are you ready for the final jokes between these two? Elon.
Finish him, her, they, them.
All right, Joe, finish what you started.
Trying, goddammit. Folks, Michigan, Pennsylvania. The blue wall was supposed to prevent a Republican victory. With Kamala, the only thing holding back a red wave is her diva cup.
Love a good period joke. You know, in 2008, Obama ran on hope and change. And in 2024, this one ran on needing a diaper change.
God damn. Let's hear it for these two, huh? So before we go over to a final vote here, Tulsi, do you want to explain to all the men in the room what a diva cup is? A lot of confusion.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't know what that is. I don't believe that I have the pelvic floor to hold that in place, so I don't.
All right, all the men in the room can Google that when they get home later. All right. So before we turn this over to a final vote, Morgan Freeman, what do you think of these two?
Get the fuck out of here.
We just witnessed one of the most epic rounds in the history of the Washington roast.
Woo!
Give it up. And Andy Dufresne. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God, that was bad. You know what was great? It was her arms have been crossed like the entire time. First black joke, she was like, yeah.
All right, here we go. We're getting crazy, DC. All right, here we go. We are going to decide their fates in the order that they came to the stage. Washington, D.C., make some noise if you think this roast battle was just won by Kamala Harris! Not bad. Washington, D.C., make some noise if you think this roast battle was just won by Joseph R. Biden! All right, listen up, you motherfuckers. This is not the 2020 election. Vote once. Vote once. All right, we got to choose one of these two to move on the lines. I know you're in love with Joe and Kamala. Here we go, DC. Make some noise if you think this roast battle was just won by Kamala Harris. Washington, D.C., make some noise if you think your roast battle was just won by Joseph R. Biden! We have entered into rare territory of the Washington roast. This is when we have a tie, all right? This is called a joke off, and these comedians or politicians are not ready at all for this. This is an extra inning in baseball. So what I'm going to ask you to do as they mentally prepare for 30 seconds here, I'm going to ask you to decide their fates based on one more joke. Can we get that going? One more joke. One more joke. One more joke. Kamala, let's go.
I was really surprised to hear that Joe was going to do a roast battle because he doesn't like to burn his friends. That's why he's been distancing himself from fossil fuels. It's an old joke.
I know a lot of dinosaurs, many fine Americans. Folks, in the election, Kamala lost a lot of ground. What?
This is a great impression of Joe. But yeah.
Very on brand.
She fared poorly against Latinos and blacks. That's right. She's losing minorities faster than an 80s horror movie.
All right, Washington, D.C. All right, Washington, D.C. Based solely on that joke, I'm going to ask you to vote and decide the fate and who's going on to the semifinals. Make some noise if you thought it was won by Kamala Harris.
See, it feels like election day all over again. They were all for me before. Go ahead, Joe.
Washington, D.C., make some noise if you think this roast battle was just won by Joseph R. Biden! Second place again, Kamala. Congratulations. You go ahead and have a seat and help us judge the next round. That's our time for Tulsi Gabbard. And we'll send... Yeah, thank you, Tulsi. And we'll send Joe Biden back to the... get a change and come back for the next round.